My name's Ann Hamker. I've been an athletic trainer for quite some time. I got certified in 1994. I started my athletic training career at Ohio University, where I was a student. I did my bachelor's degree there, and I continued on and received my master's degree from Ohio University as well. As a student, as a graduate student, I split my time between taking classes in the morning and working for a clinic about an hour away, Holzer Hospital. So I learned to work in the private clinic at that point, and I kind of helped cover some local football games and some basic things at that point, and kind of realized that I figured I fit in pretty good with private practice and the high school outreach at that time in my life. So I finally found a job in a hospital setting that had 5 high schools that we covered. So it was kind of neat. I was in charge of 2 high schools at opposite ends of the county. So I was running about 600 miles a week on my truck, and got kind of tired doing that, but I loved every minute of it. And found a private clinic, a physical therapy clinic, that was hiring athletic trainers to work at one high school. And I'm like, oh my gosh, one high school. And it was only 3.5 miles from my house, which was phenomenal. So I jumped into that job, and there was 3 of us on staff as athletic trainers, and we covered 2 high schools literally, but I was stationed at one high school. And that was in 1998 that I took that job, and things worked out pretty well. So our jobs in the clinic in the morning were pretty standard, treating patients that we could. We do programs like stretching programs. Oh my gosh, you name it, we did it. We do CPR. We do all the pupil activity training for all the coaches at our high school. We do staff meetings at the high school with all the teachers, so we could integrate our program so the teachers know anytime like we have a head injury, we know what to do with them. And we, mixing up between the 504 plans and athletic injury and treatment. We have a really good program at the high school, working with one of my favorite all-time people, Laura Breeze, who's also an athletic trainer from Ohio University. So working in that aspect, I think I grew a lot, because basically you became the head athletic trainer at the high school. You learn to do all your inventory. You learn to do injury management. You learn to do all the paperwork. So being in the clinic, this private clinic, has been awesome, because I've had some great relationships. And the owner of the clinic, after opening up in 1985, right around 2019, decided that he wanted to retire. So he asked one of the physical therapists that I work with and myself if we were interested in buying him out at the time. So we had 24 employees, and we decided that, hey, why not? Let's keep everybody employed. Let's be the boss instead of having a new boss. And we took over a private physical therapy clinic that has now been in business for 37 years. So for the last 3.5 years, I've had a little atypical athletic training job title of a co-owner of a physical therapy clinic. We still provide athletic training services. We have contract services still to the high school that I work at. So now I'm kind of like stirring about 50 pots on that stove. So I've got ownership duties. So we get there first thing, and you clean, you fix stuff. You do all the paperwork, you balance the books first thing in the morning, you see patients, and then I still do my standard athletic training duties. I leave the clinic mid-afternoon and head to the high school and do, athletic training duties as I'm putting out fires that might be happening in the office at the same time, and stay till 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, whatever time we get out of the athletic training room. And then we get up and do it all again the next day. It's great. Athletic training wise, I think it's a great, if you're a blood and guts type of person, it's fantastic. I love the profession, because when someone's screaming or bleeding, that's what kind of gets your blood boiling. Hey, I can do this. And, everybody's upset, and you're just focused, and you're in and you're doing it. So I still love that aspect of it. Do I ever think I just want to be administrative only at this point in my life? I don't think so, but you never know what's, you have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. You can plan all you want, but you might be blindsided by, look at COVID-19, who knows what it's going to do to you. When you have the opportunity, you need to learn as much as you can from anybody. I spent a lot of time with the previous owner of my business. I helped him do a lot of things, and I learned the business from the ground up and how he did it. I asked him questions all the time, And at no time did he ever allude to me that he wanted to sell the business and retire. He was 65 when he did it. And actually, technically, he was 64. So at no time did I think he was going to go at that young of an age. It was definitely a surprise. It was nothing like he, was getting us ready to take over the business and we didn't have any idea. He literally popped it on us and we had a few months to decide and figure out what to do and look at the books and see if we could make it happen. So that was an opportunity that came along. And as a younger person, I talked with our team physician when we were in college, and he kind of prepped us to financially secure yourself. He talked to us about saving and about looking into buying stocks and bonds and dealing with, possible 401k when it came down the road. So as a young person, I took that to heart. And I think all you young people should severely consider investing as soon as you possibly can and pay your bills as quickly as you possibly can. So that way you have more cash to stash away and become, financially independent. I was able to purchase the business and it worked out very well in that respect, because I've been a saver and a planner. Don't put it off till tomorrow. And I thank Dr. Karen for those kind words years ago when I was just a student going, oh, teach me something. And he taught us something that wasn't on the books. He taught us something about real life. Hey, you need to invest. You need to prepare for this. So take 15% off your paycheck right away and just put it away, never touch it, and you'll learn to live without it. Trust me. And then, 15 years down the road, you open up that little 401k voucher and you see that nest egg and yeah, I can do this. I can retire. That would be a great thing. So there's more aspect than just, helping someone with a dislocated patella. There's more to it than talking a kid through, oh, I'm sorry, your girlfriend dumped you today, but I think we can help you and get you back out on the field if we just talk this out a little bit. There's so much more to it. There's business aspect. If you're interested in business, there's that aspect. You can go in specializing. You can do, hey, I only want to work on concussions, or I only want to work on ACLs, or something along those lines. You can work on things like that. There's a lot of aspects to this business that I haven't even ventured in because I think I found my niche and I enjoy it. I continually enjoy learning. Get to your state conventions as often as you can. Get to the regional conventions as often as you can, and get to the national convention when you can, because that's where you get to meet people and you get to see your classmates from years past, and you get to reconnect and find out where everybody is, and it will help you in your future, because if you go travel somewhere and you might need something, you call your old classmates or you call the alumni that went to college with you. Maybe even later, you never knew these people, but as soon as you flash that, hey, I'm a Bobcat, then everybody's like, oh, hey, I can come talk to you and I can get some information from you. And it's great networking, and it's definitely a good time.